This VAWatchdog.org news video is brought to you by Bergman & Moore, LLC. Former VA attorneys now fighting VA for you. Call Bergman & Moore at 877-838-2889 or on the web at vetlawyers.com.
Last November, CBS News exposed a hidden epidemic of suicide among military veterans, more than 6,000 in 2005 alone. That's about 120 veteran suicides every week. Now it turns out that even vets who get help from the VA are at risk. Our chief investigative correspondent, Armin Katayan, has this exclusive report.
Whenever you go through war, you're going to change permanently and totally for the rest of your life.
Harold Pendergrass knows firsthand the hidden wounds of war. He served 2 tours in Vietnam.
I carried a suicide note around in my pocket for years.
At 57, this former Army soldier has tried to take his own life 3 times and says he constantly wrestles with thoughts of killing himself.
I'd sat around numerous times with a 44 in my mouth, and for some reason I just couldn't pull the trigger. I don't know why.
Now CBS News has obtained never-before-seen patient data from the Department of Veterans Affairs, detailing the growing number of suicide attempts among veterans recently treated by the VA. The data reveals a marked overall increase from 462 attempts in 2000 to 790 in 2007.
This is highly statistically significant.
Dr. Bruce Levin, head of the Biostatistics Department at Columbia University, is one of 3 experts who analyzed the data for CBS News.
I'd characterize it as something that deserves further attention. Overall, the data suggest about a 44% increase.
According to the experts, 2 age groups stood out between 2000 and 2007. First, ages 20 to 24, those likely to have served during the Iraq-Afghan wars. Suicide attempts rose from 11 to 47. And for vets ages 55 to 59, suicide attempts jumped from 19 to 117. In both age groups, the attempted suicides grew at a rate much faster than the rest of the VA patients. In addition, this VA study, also obtained exclusively by CBS News, reveals the increasing number of veterans who recently received VA services and still succeeded in committing suicide, rising from 1,403 suicides in 2001 to 1,784 in 2005, figures the VA has never made public.
These are incredible figures.
Congressman Bob Filner is chairman of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs. He's been critical of the VA's unwillingness to provide a full accounting of veteran suicides.
Does it surprise you that a study like that even exists?
Well, given the fact that we keep asking for data and they say we don't have any, yes, it surprises me.
Does that anger you?
Oh, yeah. If we can't get correct information, we can't do our job. We can't prevent every suicide, but you can prevent a whole lot of them, and it's our duty as a nation to do that.
The VA declined to speak on camera about this story, but in an email said it takes the issue of veteran suicide very seriously and has been doing a thorough data investigation to document the number of patient suicide attempts. They insist the patient suicide rates are consistent with national trends, despite recent studies that show veteran suicide rates substantially higher than non-veterans. Harold Pendergrass worries the VA remains ill-equipped to handle the next generation of veterans who will be fighting the horrors of war for decades to come.
If what the VA is doing is not working, then they need to change tactics. They need to listen to these guys and listen not only with their ears but with their heart.
Armin Katayan, CBS News.
VAWatchdog.org, the nation's #1 independent veterans website. On the web at VAWatchdog.org.